Hello and welcome to the wonderful world of old sheet music. I'm Nicholas Carroll, your host. Today we're going to be looking at this piece of music called British Children's Prayer by Jacques Wolfe. It has a very elaborate artwork here. You can see of a girl praying during the London Blitz. And the words there are the words to the song, which I will read to you in a minute. The words to the song is actually a poem. This is by Merrick McCarthy. It was not by Jacques Wolfe. He just wrote the music. So before I get into Jacques Wolfe, let me try to read you this. It is very small print, so I'll do my best here. Now I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If this night's sleep should end in rest that is forever, keep me blessed. Within thy mercy may I be child of thy kingdom, safe and free. If I should wake within the night to see the sky all red with light and hear the rooftops of the town with our own walls come crashing down, though there may be death within the sky, may I not fear, O Lord, to die. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. But should I live the long night through, when I arise my work to do, may I with courage seek to be not safe, O Lord, not safe, but free. So it's kind of a play on the classic prayer, now I lay me down to sleep. But of course it was written specifically about the London Blitz, the bombing of London during World War II. So, as you might have guessed, this song is copyright 1942. So this would have been after the London Blitz in 1940, 1941. So it was written actually to raise money for the war effort. The composer Jacques Wolfe, even though that sounds French to me, he was actually born in Romania in 1896. He immigrated to the United States when he was very young. He ended up attending the Musical Arts School, it was called, but nowadays it's called Juilliard. And back then, of course, it wasn't, it was still prestigious, but it wasn't the way people view Juilliard now. So the other thing that's interesting about the composer Jacques Wolfe is he became super fascinated with African American music, even though he's from Romania, and he moved south from New York after he graduated from what is now Juilliard, and got really fascinated by this music, did tons of research on it, decided to try writing his own African American style spirituals, and he is credited with writing the song Shortening Bread, if you know that song. So that's kind of his big hit, I guess you could say. Those, of course, were used in the 30s for these kind of like vaudeville blackface shows that, of course, we are very much not accepting anymore as proper. So that's his background. I wanted to make sure I mentioned that if you look this person up. Clearly later in his life, he, did this piece. So he was trying, to do good, but of course we would view that blackface as a very negative thing nowadays. But back then it wouldn't have been seen that way, unfortunately. So without further ado, let me play this. This is like a piano version. It does have lyrics that you could sing with it, but it's set up that you can play it with piano only. So that's what I'm going to do here for you. British Children's Prayer by Jacques Wolfe. So that is British Children's Prayer by Jacques Wolfe. As I always say, I did sight read that, so I didn't practice it. Just one note there. It says it's simply in tempo mark 60. So I probably played that too fast. But other than that, I think it was okay. You'll notice also it's got one of these completely crazy radical time signatures, you could say. 3424 is the time signature. So you can't blame me for not sight reading that tempo absolutely perfectly. So maybe if you find a recording of it, it might be a different tempo than I played it. But I wanted to mention that, especially since it's a crazy time signature you're not going to see very often. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.